Hey, Rowan, Tony here. I wanted to jump on real quick and show you guys a really special card that I've gotten in recently. And I acquired this card with the help of none other than your friend and mine, John Mangini. The Mangini collection. I won round two of his really generous contest. So I got another 50 bucks. And I think I got something pretty spectacular. This is the 1964 Morinaga Futoshi Nakanishi. Now, Futoshi Nakanishi played his entire career as an infielder for the Nishitetsu Lions, who are now the Seibu Lions. So this is from 1964. Nakanishi was a slugger. He was a big guy, and actually, I have a personal account of this player, which actually makes it even more special. So I'm super happy to have this card for that reason. Also, so basically, I know a gentleman, an older gentleman whose father was a big Lions fan. Although they lived in Tokyo, his father was a big Lions fan. And so he has some memories of seeing the Lions play because his father always wanted to go to the games whenever they could get a chance because, of course, the Nishitetsu Lions were not based in Tokyo. So anyway, my friend and his father would go and one of his very distinct memories is of seeing Futoshi Nakanishi play, and he says he had the biggest arms I've ever seen. And I mean, I was just a kid at the time, but he said very specifically this guy's arms were bigger than my legs. Like, they were bigger than my thighs. And I just remember we would sit really close. And I remember I was struck by how big his arms were. And you can kind of see that. I mean, this dude's like forearms and wrists are obviously pretty huge. So my friend wasn't lying. Nakanishi, again, he played his entire career for the Lions. And he is in the Japanese Hall of Fame. I would say that his maybe career numbers are not necessarily something you'd look at and say, oh, wow, yeah, that guy's a Hall of Famer. So he might be considered maybe a kind of peripheral Hall of Famer, or what we might now call maybe like a borderline guy. But he definitely was a great player in his time, and he also managed and was a coach as well. So another cool thing about this man, it just keeps getting better. It's a stand-up back. So if you didn't know, these 64 Morinaga cards came in just regular backs, and then these stand-up backs that you could punch out and stand the picture up like a photo in a frame. And the stand-up backs are a lot rarer than the regular backs. And the regular backs are rare enough. But the stand-up backs are even more rare. So this is the one I got with the 50. John, again, thank you for your generosity in having the contest. This is one that I enjoy immensely, and I think you will too. So that's partly the reason I wanted to pick this one up with my winnings. So I also got another one, but wait, there's more. I also got another one. So this one, of course, I had to spring for it myself. It wasn't quite as much as the Nakanishi, but this is Yasumitsu Toyoda, and he was a contemporary of Nakanishi, and also, in fact, his teammate. So Toyoda did not play his entire career for the Nishitetsu Lions. He actually went on to play for the Swallows as well. He was a shortstop. So I believe when he played for the Swallows, they were known as the Kokutetsu Swallows. Now, of course, they're now the Yakult Swallows, owned by like a dairy company. So you might be wondering, all this Tetsu, Nishi Tetsu, Kokutetsu, all this Tetsu. So the Tetsu actually refers to railroads. So the Lions and the Swallows at the time were owned by railway companies, and this was a really common arrangement. These teams were pretty much always owned by railroad companies, and in fact, for example, the Hanshin Tigers today are still owned by a railway company, the Hanshin Electric Railway. But Tetsu refers to Tetsudo, which is the Japanese word for literally a railroad. It literally means iron road. So that's what the Tetsu thing is. Kokutetsu, Nishitetsu, railway companies, right? So this one is also a stand-up back. Yasumitsu Toyoda, also a Hall of Famer. Like Nakanishi, perhaps a kind of peripheral Hall of Famer, but he is a Hall of Famer nonetheless. So, all right, guys, that's all I got. As always, thanks for watching. Peace.